How to become the best real estate agent in your community. So there could be like a 3 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps, all that kind of stuff that tells you, oh, these are the things you need to do to become a great real estate agent or the best real estate agent in your community. Sure, I have tips, I have tricks, I have strategies, I have processes. I have all of that I can share. It comes down to this story. I had a friend in real estate. Great gal, she was awesome, she presented herself well, she had a pretty decent business going on, and they ended up relocating because of her spouse's career, and then unfortunately they separated. So now here she is, a single mom with 2 kids, and we're going back and forth and talking every week, and she's like, will you help me? Will you coach me a little bit so that I can, keep going and succeed and pay the bills and put food on the table for my kids? And I'm like, sure, absolutely, would be happy to do that. So we started talking every week, and at one point it was like, hey, I'm kind of stuck with this. With the kids, it's hard for me to go at night, and show properties or weekends, because then I have to get a babysitter and I don't really have the money for that, and I'm kind of struggling. And I said, well, why don't you go door knocking during the day? And she said, what do you mean? I said, well, if you go knock on doors during the day and people are home, that means that those people can transact during the day, and you wouldn't have to go out at night or weekends. She goes, oh my God, that's brilliant. I'm gonna go do that. And I said, great. 2 weeks later, we get on our call again, and she says, I said, so how'd it go? She goes, I went out for one day, and I don't know, I felt kind of uncomfortable as a single person out there, and I didn't feel safe, so I didn't really do it that well. I said, oh my gosh, you know what you need to do? You need to go into your office and you need to get a partner. And she said, what do you mean? I said, well, go find someone else that's motivated, that might be in the same situation, and go out together. We used to do that. We used to go one on each side of the street, and we'd just go knock on doors, and we'd add value and and do it that way. She said, oh my God, that's a great idea. And I said, and plus then you're helping someone else. So I'm helping you and you're helping them, and you're motivating them to go do it. So that's what she did. Or so I thought. 2 weeks later, oh, well, I called so-and-so, and then they canceled, and I did it with so-and-so, and so I only went out 3 days. I don't know if that's gonna work. I mean, it was raining, and and there was, and I kind of went, oh, like, what do I do with this? So I said, okay, well, here's another thing you could do. Why don't you go to the mall? You love shopping. You love shopping. Go to the mall. It's not raining in the mall, and you can go in there and you can talk to the people working in there. I mean, if they're retail, some of them work nights and weekends, so they're gonna have days, they're gonna have a more flexible schedule. And you might find clients in there. And she goes, oh my God, that's a great idea. I'm gonna go do that. So she went out to do it. In the meantime, because I'm a big networker and I love to go to different events, I met this other woman that I know really well, and I found out that she was coaching her as well, that she was reaching out all the time to find out. And this woman was really successful as well. And she was a cold caller. So she would, every single morning, she'd spend 3 hours on the phone calling, and she was telling her to do that and giving her the scripts and coaching her in that direction. And I thought, holy cow, like, you don't have to go outside, you don't have to worry about rain, you don't, like, same thing, if you called during the day, you got people at home, they'd be home. I'm thinking, she's not listening to her either. So I thought to myself, well, it's not me that's not able to reach her, and it's not this woman, it's her, like 100%. So on our phone call that day, I said, you know what, I just found this out. And she goes, oh yeah, I've been talking to her for almost a year. And I said, okay, so here's the deal. I really like you as a person, and I'm happy to keep having conversations, but we're not talking about real estate anymore. No more real estate. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, well, if she can't impact you and I can't impact you, it's you. She said, well, that's not really fair. And I said, it is. She goes, so you're not gonna talk to me about real estate anymore? I said, no, like, I'm done. Like, this is all on you. And she kind of took a step back, and then she came back, and we went back and forth, and then she hung up on me. She said, well, fine, I don't want to talk to you at all if you feel that way. Like, I thought you were helping me, and you cared about me. And I said, well, I do care. And she goes, well, I don't think that. And she hung up. And this is a few years ago. And I thought, oh, well, like, I don't know, I did my best. And about 2 weeks later, she called me up, and she said, you know what, I owe you an apology. And I said, okay, apology taken. She goes, no, I owe you an apology. She said, I want what you have, but I'm not willing to do what it takes to get it. I want what you have, but I'm not willing to do what it takes to get it. That's what it boils down to. I have tons of strategies, like I said. I have everything you can possibly imagine to succeed in real estate. Everything that you can come up with why, like her, I can solve. But in the end, you have to want to do it. And you need to be inspired, and maybe that's who you surround yourself with. Maybe that'll make a difference. I know it does for me, and I'm always searching for other people in my world that are going to give me other ideas that then I can share and how I can impact others. But in the end, you might want it, but are you willing to do what it takes?